Our guest today is a 6-foot guard from the University of Iowa, the NCAA all-time Division I scoring leader, the first pick of the WNBA draft, WNBA assist leader, all-star, and 2024 WNBA Rookie of the Year.
Pause everything you're doing, because Caitlin Clark has just defined 2025 with an epic start. This basketball phenom, the queen of clutch moments, and the face of the sport, launched the year as the inaugural guest on the New Heights podcast. Yes, Travis and Jason Kelce welcomed the biggest star in sports right now, and Caitlin was anything but reserved. From stunning career revelations to insights into her mindset following an unforgettable season, this interview is brimming with moments that will leave you in awe.
She's the most requested guest in the history of our show, and the Time Magazine Athlete of the Year, Miss Caitlin Clark. Please welcome everyone. Yeah!
But hang on. What does Caitlin think about the weight of being a sports icon? What's on the horizon for her meteoric career? And why is everyone talking about her recent NBA comment? Stay tuned, because we're dissecting it all, right here, right now. Ready? Let's dive in.
I appreciate it. I'm excited. I don't get excited about many things, but this is at the top of my list, so.
We made it. The Kelce brothers didn't waste a moment, setting the scene with their trademark humor right from the start. Jason and Travis dived into Caitlin's impressive array of accomplishments, from ruling the court as college basketball's most electrifying player to becoming a household name. And let's be honest, when two NFL superstars are humorously admitting that your resume outshines theirs, you know you're in an elite league of your own. It's the ideal icebreaker, laying the groundwork for an interview filled with depth and unexpected twists.
How many accolades did we leave off? How many accolades do you have right now at this point, Caitlin?
I think you might have made some up. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure on that. I feel like you're kind of like Wayne Gretzky for basketball right now.
Gretzky.
The amount. If you go to the Wikipedia page and you look at like the list of like awards and achievements, it's like endless. It is. Yeah, we had to limit it to this list just to get the show started.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
And guess what? Jason wasn't exaggerating. During her senior season at Iowa, Caitlin racked up at least 40 records and honors, and then in her rookie WNBA season, she shattered 62 records. This tally doesn't even cover all her accolades from her first 3 years in college. Her list of achievements is so extensive that Wikipedia has dedicated an entire separate page just to catalog Caitlin's records and accomplishments.
Is there any accomplishment, I guess, of all these accolades that has meant the most to you?
Oh gosh, that's a good question. Well, I'd give you the answer my mom would say is probably academic All-American. She was proud of me for being a good student in college. So
that's that answer.
Nobody
Love
talks
that
about
answer
that.
from mom.
That's what I'm talking about.
I did all right in school, so hung in there. But other than that, I mean, they're all cool, but you don't really care. It kind of just comes with it. It comes with having fun.
Caitlin then transitions, bringing a touching moment to the discussion. She shares how her mom is ecstatic about her being named an academic All-American, a title that holds as much weight in her family as her on-court prowess. Caitlin explains that all these accolades are merely the results of hard work and a genuine love for the game. Breaking records was never her goal. Then comes the gem of the interview. Caitlin reveals what she believes to be her coolest achievement to date.
I think that the Time Athlete of the Year was cool too, just because you see the list of like all the athletes that they've had prior to me, and a lot of those people I idolized growing up, and LeBron's been the only other basketball player, so. Yeah. And it's cool as a woman, like they haven't had many females on the cover too. So for women's sports, it's kind of special, but you know, just kind of comes with playing the game and having fun, as you guys know.
That's awesome.
I love it.
Ever the epitome of humility, Caitlin deflects the focus from her Time Athlete of the Year award, viewing it not just as a personal achievement, but as a victory for women's sports at large. She stresses how this accolade highlights the strides being made throughout the sport, from sold-out arenas to surging viewership numbers. Caitlin's viewpoint is crystal clear. This is about more than just her, and it's this humility that continues to make her a cherished figure both on and off the court.
That's right.
How long have you been a part of the kingdom?
I'm sorry, Jason. Not
You can apologize to me. I'm honorary member.
I'm a Midwest kid, so there's There's this picture that's been circulating a couple years ago when I was on Peyton Eli's Monday Night Show, where I'm in a full Chiefs outfit. I had family in Kansas City, and I grew up in Des Moines, Iowa, which is only 3 hours from Kansas City. So that's just the closest NFL team. So my dad was a big Chiefs fan growing up.
The discussion then takes a playful twist when Caitlin's love for the Kansas City Chiefs comes into play. Her face lights up as she shares her admiration for the team, recounting how she's been a fan since childhood. Following their remarkable journey, with Travis Kelce sitting right there, the conversation naturally turns into a delightful exchange of banter.
People think I'm like a bandwagon Chiefs fan. I'm like, no, I was there before Patrick and Travis. Like we were.
I love it.
We were ride or die. So we've been big fans, and now obviously all the success you guys have had has made it a lot of fun for us.
From sharing her favorite game moments to discussing the Chiefs' unyielding spirit, it's evident that Caitlin isn't just a basketball prodigy. She's a passionate sports enthusiast to the core.
Who was your childhood like?
My brother loved Tony Gonzalez. Like that was
Tony
his
G.
guy. Yeah.
What a guy.
So
He was the chief.
We would go to like one game a year growing up with my cousins down in Kansas City.
That's so
and we
fun.
still try to go. We went to the Christmas Day game last year. I think the year before you might have played on Christmas Eve, maybe. We went to that. We were sitting outside for that one. My toes were like about to fall off. My fingers about to fall off. I don't get how you guys play in that type of weather, but it's fun. And like obviously
we got heaters on the sideline. They let us cheat.
Arrowhead's not too bad.
And then comes her big Chiefs fan request to Travis.
I got some time. So hopefully I can make it to a Chiefs game here soon. Maybe a playoff game or something. So
I'll tell you what, we punched our ticket, so we're definitely we're gonna at least have. I would assume we at least got one at Arrowhead, but you know, you're invited to them all. So
all right, appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
And she's spot on. Listen as Caitlin recounts her childhood love for the Chiefs.
No, it was always a big deal. My dad always had them on, whether we were in the basement, whether we were upstairs. A lot of times my family would be cooking. My mom is like the best chef of all time. So she would oftentimes make really good food while we were watching, but that's what I really looked forward to most on Sundays. You know, there wasn't obviously college sports, but, you know, we would be watching the Chiefs, and I would be upset if they lost, and I still am. Like every Sunday, that's what, you know, is usually the brightest part of my day is turning on the TV and watching the Chiefs. And
Caitlin delves into her early basketball journey, explaining how the game has been her constant companion from the start. She regales us with tales of playing against boys, her middle school days, and the instances when she started to shine. Then she drops an astonishing revelation. She received her first college recruiting letter in the 7th grade. Yes, while most kids were navigating middle school social scenes, Caitlin was already catching the eye of major college programs. Let's listen to her describe that pivotal moment and how it influenced her path forward.
We heard you got your first recruiting letter in 7th grade.
yeah.
Is this true?
Yeah, so at the time, like,
That's insane.
It's insane.
Were you
It's
playing
honestly-
with high schoolers at this point?
yeah, it's honestly sad. Like, where college, like, recruitment has kind of gone, it's just insane. But also,
I got you.
I feel very fortunate. Like, my parents were just, like, they told my older brother, like, go get the mail. Like, we don't want your sister to see that. They, like, wanted me to be in 7th
that's
grade and,
cool.
like, enjoy middle school and, like, hang out
yeah.
with your friends. Like, you shouldn't
That's
be
cool.
worrying
I
about where
love
you're going
that.
to college.
I love that so much.
Caitlin then discusses how her parents made sure she could enjoy her high school years, while surrounding her with positive influences that were instrumental in shaping her into the person she is today.
So I didn't really take any visits until like after my freshman year of college, and then I didn't decide until my senior year. So I was never in a rush, and my parents did a really good job of like make sure, you know, I have a good circle around me. Like it wasn't always about college recruitment. I wasn't like posting my offers. Like also that wasn't really a thing when I was growing up. So
The trio then share laughs over how college recruitment has turned into a social media spectacle, reminiscing about simpler times. At just 22, Caitlin is already reflecting on how much things have changed, showcasing a maturity well beyond her years.
It is now. I mean, it had to be close to when you were growing up. I mean,
yeah, it was close. Like people were starting to do it, like post like, oh, I got an offer from here. I got an offer from here.
and especially in basketball.
Now it's all you see on social media. It's like only people talk about. It's crazy. But obviously times have changed too. But
Oh, times have changed.
yeah, it's 7th grade was wild. And I was playing up like 2 years. So I was playing with high schoolers. But yeah, I didn't really like think anything of it. Like I was just going out there and hooping and having fun. And it's kind of just what came with it.
Caitlin looks back on her rookie season, describing it as a nuanced balancing act between fitting into the team dynamic and asserting herself as a player with immense potential. She shares her approach to handling the complexities of entering a competitive league, all while maintaining her unique playing style. It's an insightful glimpse into the mentality of an athlete who understands the art of leadership, the value of listening, and how to uplift the whole team without eclipsing the group effort.
You come in as a rookie and like you said, like you're trying to figure out a new environment, new teammates. Like you don't want to say too much, you don't want to say too little, and it's just so hard. But like in my scenario, and obviously you guys too, like you're already highly thought of. Like people are turning to you to like be something or be someone. So it's hard. Like you're trying to get your feet wet, but also not do too much. And I think that's kind of what I struggled in early on is like, I don't know what to say. I don't know how to say it. I don't know how they're going to react.
Caitlin takes a moment to acknowledge her veteran teammates, crediting them for aiding her seamless transition into professional play. With genuine gratitude, she speaks about how their guidance, encouragement, and shared experiences were instrumental in helping her find her place. For Caitlin, it's evident that while her talent is undeniable, the support from her peers has been what truly enriched her journey.
For not knowing, you nailed it.
But also, like, I had a lot of really good vets around me, too. So I feel very grateful for that. And we had a fairly young team, too. So, like, people had been through it fairly recently, so they knew how I felt. But, like, I feel like that definitely is a huge challenge. And that goes for whatever professional sport. Like, you're trying to learn, but also people are looking at you like, you got to perform and like be what they drafted you to be.
Or how about when Erica Wheeler embraced Caitlin?
When you go to a different school, the first day of school, you don't know anybody, and you find that one person that says hi to you that become your best friend. For me, I just wanted to get ahead of it because I know this transition is tough. Just being undrafted and being a rookie, it's very unlikely that a vet, just take you in when you got the same position.
This is the caliber of veteran leadership that fostered Caitlin's growth in her first professional year. The trio then reminisced about Caitlin's welcome to the WNBA moment.
Where like my eardrum popped and like ruptured. Ooh. And I knew it right away because I've done it before, and I was just like, it hurts so bad. I don't know if you guys have ever done that, but
I've done it. How did you do it before? Can I guess?
Guess. It was very Midwestern.
You did it in water. In water. Something
correct.
With water.
I got launched off a tube.
Why did you just get so excited? What are you, some brainiac?
That's how I did mine. I went off the diving board and tried to do as many flips as I could and smack my side of my head in the Heights High School swimming pool. Yeah.
The chemistry between these three is pure gold. It's also fantastic to see how Caitlin encourages the Kelce brothers to share their own stories, ensuring the conversation is a two-way street.
Jason was a male swim cadet, so he had to be
This wasn't during swim cadet. Don't put me on blast like that, Travis.
That's funny, but yeah, I got launched off a tube in the middle of a lake. I was like underwater. I'm like, am I okay?
That's some Midwest stuff right there.
But yeah, so that was my welcome to the W moment.
The mood changes as Caitlin contemplates the past year's profound impact on her life. With genuine sincerity, she discusses how transformative this period has been, not only in her basketball career, but also through the opportunities, personal growth, and lessons she's encountered along the way.
Life-changing, maybe?
That's a great one. I think
that's all in a good way. Like, I mean, things just change really fast, like, as you guys know. Like, that's just how the world works, and especially with social media, people see a lot of your life, but that's what makes it fun and why I've had so many cool opportunities too. So it's crazy, like, looking back at a year ago today or around this time, like, I was just beginning my senior year of college. And obviously, people knew who we were and people attended our games, but it's obviously not on the magnitude that it is now.
Caitlin conveys heartfelt thanks for the experiences, the peaks and valleys, and the individuals who've stood by her side throughout it all. It's a grounded, sincere moment that underscores why she's such an inspiring figure far beyond her basketball achievements.
So, like, life just changes fast, but that's what makes it fun and cool. And quickly started a new chapter of my life too, like moving here to Indianapolis, and feel lucky I'm still in the Midwest. I know you guys like the Midwest, so
I've been in the Midwest my entire life. Jason's officially an East Coaster now.
Yeah, but Philly, of all the East Coast cities, kind of has like some Midwest feel to it.
It's the most west.
I don't think Philly
East.
wants to hear that. They'll probably hate that I said that, but whatever.
Yeah, they're not going to like that comment. They want to be far from the Midwest.
No doubt.
Caitlin doesn't hold back on her candid opinions, offering a spicy analysis on why NBA ratings have declined. She delves into what she perceives as gaps in the game, be it the absence of fierce rivalries, changes in the style of play, or the way the league promotes its stars. It's a bold, fresh viewpoint from someone who recognizes what captivates and retains fans. Let's listen to Caitlin's straightforward thoughts on how the NBA might recapture its audience.
What are your suspicions potentially as to why the NBA ratings would be down?
Honestly, like I feel like the average just like basketball fan doesn't understand how good NBA players are, and they think it looks like they're not trying. I promise you they're trying. They're just like so good. Like that's why it looks like they're not trying. And obviously the physicality of the league has changed a lot, and I wasn't around when it was like much more physical, and maybe people want more like beef and physicality, and people think it's gotten soft, but I think that's also because the skill has just changed.
She then shares her genuine perspective on how the evolution of the sport is, in fact, beneficial for its growth.
That's what's great about basketball. Like it's always evolving. Like it's going to be different than when MJ played. It's going to be different in 10 years than it is now. So it's hard for me to like put my finger on like why it has gone down. And also it's competing against a lot of football right now. You have to take that into consideration.
Now the real fun begins. The trio starts brainstorming and directly addresses NBA Commissioner Adam Silver with their ideas for making the NBA exciting once more.
What do you think about a 4-point line?
I love that. Let's do it.
That's
a
actually
great idea.
genius. That is
Adam
genius.
Silver, 4-point line.
How does the criminal justice major come up with the best marketing plan right here?
Sometimes you just got to open your eyes, Jason. Look at the sheet of paper in front of you.
Or we could get like just 2 spots.
Yeah.
What about you're saying that everybody's questioning how physical the game is. What do you think a hockey style fight once a game? Just everybody picks a fighter.
Who doesn't like a
boxing
good
gloves? So
2-minute penalty boxing. You can come back in. You don't get ejected.
That's what I'm saying.
Not holding back, they then start talking about all the crazy gimmicks of the NBA All-Star Game.
And that's when I loved it. I think it should be East versus West. Like that's true All-Stars. Like
No doubt.
East versus West, battle it out.
That's what it was about.
Yeah. So I think that's what it should be, but obviously not the commissioner.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on board for East versus West All-Stars. I think that's the whole point of it. That's why you're an All-Star. It's the best from the East versus the best in the West. Play each other. See which side's better.
Even the NBA in-season tournament didn't escape their playful critique.
I'm not a fan of any of these in-season tournaments that the NBA's doing.
Yeah, I was actually talking about this today.
How are you not? What is there to not be a fan of?
All the funky floors, and then there's tournaments, and they don't mean crap. Can we just play basketball? Can we just play basketball?
They then switch topics to share laughs over Caitlin's amusing golf adventures.
You hit a person on a tee box. I don't know how you do that.
Okay.
Who would hit a person on a tee box?
Yeah, I know I can relate. Jason, I don't know if you've played in enough pro-ams yet to hit anybody, but
the video that was going viral where I like completely topped it. So it's crazy. Like we're playing like these long par 3s that are like 200 yards. I'm like, I'm not good enough to hit a par 3 like 200 yards. Like, so I whip out my hybrid. I'm like teeing up my hybrid club. Just top it like straight out of fan to the left.
Been there.
But I think they dodged it
down the third base line.
But I nailed somebody on a different par 3, like some woman, like right in the shoulder. Like
shoulder?
And I saw a TikTok like the next day, just like black welt on her arm.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's just how you hit her good if she's got a black welt.
Jason poses a golden question about Caitlin's renowned competitive spirit. Her response, as always, it's thoughtful yet laced with wit, and you won't believe what she said.
Are you more competitive in golf or basketball?
That's hard. I think like golf makes me more mad because I'm not as good at it. Like I'm just like the average hack, and like you want to be good, like you're competitive, just like basketball or football. Like it's like, why am I not good at this? So, and it's like it's an individual sport, and we're used to team sports. So I think that's what pisses me off too. It's like it's all on me, and I know it's all my fault. So
Caitlin concludes the conversation by envisioning her future beyond basketball. She discusses how she might blend her marketing degree with her profound love for the sport, whether it's through expanding the game, mentoring young players, or forging new paths for women in sports. Caitlin's outlook for what's ahead is as vibrant and dynamic as her play on the court, indicating she's already considering ways to leave a lasting legacy well beyond her athletic career.
To take that into consideration, like football is just, that's America's favorite thing. I think people should I love 3-point shooting. I love seeing guys just launch threes, but not everybody loves that, so.
As the interview draws to a close, it's hard not to be moved by Caitlin Clark's journey, her humility, and her forward-thinking vision. From her reflections on past triumphs to her honest opinions on sports and life, Caitlin's genuineness is evident in every statement. Her story is far from over. But one certainty remains. Whether on the basketball court, in academic settings, or while planning for the future, Caitlin Clark is crafting a legacy that transcends the sport itself. Be sure to check out the full hour-long interview on the New Heights podcast for more profound insights from one of this era's most compelling athletes. What are your thoughts? Share them in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and enable all notifications to stay updated. Click the video on the screen for more content, and we'll catch you in the next one.